Hi there, guys. Mr. Lloyd here, obviously. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that every day, but there you have it. So this is March 24th, Tuesday's work, page 3 of 3, and this is one of those review pages that if you've been watching these videos, you know this is probably my preferred way to do this, to show you my work already completed on the page. So here we go. Problem number 1, right here where my finger is pointing. Express the ratio in 3 different ways, part to part. So we can, it says for every apple Mike picked, Chance picked 3. So of course we have to know that Mike picked 1 for every 3 apples that Chance picked. So Mike, we write that as a fraction, 1 over 3. We can write it here, 1, 2, 3, or we can write it there with the colon. We still read it as 1, 2, 3. Okay. Problem number 2, use an integer to describe the situations. 6 meters above sea level, this is just going to be positive 6. Sea level is just going to be 0. Number 3, we're just going to write a quick little expression, the sum of a number b and 24. This is all about translating English into math, and so of course we just write b plus 24. The sum of is addition. Okay, coming up here. There we go. That's the noises all the papers make. Okay, so boy, I am struggling to get this. There we go. Problem number 1 up here. List all the factors. The factors of 6 are 2 times 3. The factors of 9, 3 times 3. Pretty straightforward. Circle the greatest common factor. Well, of course, it's 3. And the multiples here, least common multiple between 5 and 2. Least common multiple is 10. 5 times 2 equals 10. Number 5, just a couple of just a division and multiplication problem with decimals. Remember, to do the division problem, you have to turn 0.8 into a whole number by multiplying by 10. You multiply both numbers by 10, so you get 54.2 divided by 8. And then carry out your long division, and you're off to the races. Okay, remember this should all be review, so everyone here in 6th grade is very capable of doing this on your own or with just a little bit of guidance from an older brother or sister, mom or dad, whoever's there to help you. But number 1 right up here where my finger's pointing, 36 inches in 3 feet, we'll write it as a rate as 12 inches per feet. We kind of know that already using our knowledge about measurements. And then unit rate there is 1 inch per 1/12 foot. Remember, unit rate is how much in 1. Okay, coming down here, this is that table where we're just turning exponents into expanded form. Remember, 10 to the 3rd power isn't 10 times 3, but it's 10 times itself 3 times. And then the standard form is just what does that equal as a whole number? 7 times 4 is not 7, 7 to the 4th power is not 7 times 4, but it's 7 times itself 4 times. And then same thing with 2 to the 5th power, it is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And of course that equals 32. Number 3, they set up cross multiplication. What's 40% of 20? I write my 40 over 100 to represent percent. 20 is my whole that I'm trying to find. My unknown is the part. And when you do cross multiplication, you find that that part equals 8. Okay. Oops. All right, numbers 4 and 5. So number 4, it just says a regular size chocolate bar was 5 4/9 inches long. King size bar is 3 2/5 inches longer. What's the length of the king size bar? So the very first step I did is convert 5 4/9 and 3 2/5 into improper fractions. You can see that right there where my finger's pointing. Then I needed to convert, before I add 2 fractions, I need to make sure their denominator is the same. Right now I have 9ths and 5ths. So I need to think about how to convert it. They're going to need to get converted into 45ths. That's the least common multiple. So there you have 245 45ths plus 153 45ths. You get an answer of 398 fifths, and it simplifies to 8 38 45ths. Strange, that's how long a king size bar is according to those measurements. And then 5 there, I just looked at the table and I determined that y for every a y value, it's x minus 2. And here, for every y value, it's 4 times x. Okay, that is all the time we have for this work today. That's all for Tuesday. Enjoy. Please pause these videos if you need to, and I'll see you later.